few days ago, I made this video talking about some of the skins I'd love to see inside of Sonic Speed Simulator. Part of that revolved around the DC skins. Then, as a follow-up, Nate made a video talking about them in more detail. Today, I'm giving you guys a video summing up all of that. I really hope you guys enjoy, and with that, let's get straight into it. Now, if you didn't know, DC and Sega actually just released the first issue of the Sonic X DC comic series, and it was absolutely essentially amazing. If you didn't know, the storyline of the comic is basically Knuckles is on Angel Island, and then Darkseid comes and invades. Then Team Sonic goes, gets the DC team, and then they all come together and they try to fight Darkseid, and then after that they all end up splitting up and taking their own paths, except they go in teams. For example, Sonic and Flash, Batman and Shadow, and then Batman and Shadow actually have their own little moment, which was actually amazing. Like, I absolutely loved that part of the comic. And then Sonic and the Flash actually end up running back to Darkseid with a Chaos Emerald. Now, this was a great comic, and that's a basic recap of what happened. But now let's get on to what this could look like inside of Sonic Speed Simulator. Now, if we were to receive this collaboration, I'm pretty sure, of course, we'd see the skins of all of the unique characters like the Flash Sonic, the Shadow Batman, and the Silver Green Lantern, as well as a ton of others. But I think what would also be interesting is if we received a brand new world, and whilst that is really unlikely because we don't usually receive new worlds with collaborations, it is still a possibility, and since this is a massive thing for Sega, it's entirely possible. Now, what would be really interesting is if we received like a new mini-game or event similar to Tag, where it's like swarms of enemies are coming, and we have to kind of like protect the Master Emerald from the Darkseid like enemies or badniks. We could do that, and they're just like swarming in, and like we have to defeat a certain amount of enemies or collect some special collectible to unlock these skins. And honestly, I would be completely fine with that. And to be honest, I think it's a lot of content for them to add in one update, so I would actually prefer this to be spread out over like 3 or 4 weeks of content, because that would be a lot better for the game, and we could go like with each comic issue coming out, we could get a ton more content, and I think that would be the more reasonable way to put it. Of course, if we don't receive a new world or even just something else like that, I think it's possible we could receive something like a time trial where Sonic is racing the Flash or characters are going against each other. And that would also be great to bring people from both communities together and explore the other franchise. Now, this is also something that could be expanded into other mobile games and other Sonic games like Sonic X Shadow Generations, Sonic Dash, Sonic Forces, and other games, you know? And if we were to receive a new world, I think there's nothing better to receive than Gotham City, and instead of making a brand new one, I'm pretty sure Nate already talked about this in his video, but I think that we could receive an update to Metro City, turning it into Gotham City, and that would make a lot more sense because, you know, they're already both cities, it's nighttime, the vibe actually matches. If we just got like a few changes in billboards, and you know, like the skybox was changed to red, I think that would make a lot more sense. If we got some music tracks themed around DC, that would be the perfect way to bring DC into SSS, and you know, maybe like set up a future collaboration and storyline set for the rest of the game's, you know, history. And with that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. It's free, easy, helps out a ton, and you can always change your mind later. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.